Alright, ebusiyama memo bibia kwa ba na memfa mbra mega TV and platform we eso. Abusiya ensema editie edika na yede besom wo. Nyankopon enhiro bibia na unim ensema ekoso de enye nsem ketwa. Munim se eye the minister Yura John Mahama or appointing no Agnes Naa Momo or appointing Oyekuruwo. Yes, Oyekuruwo member of Parliament now were appointed as Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. Maybe ana adwasafo before say omu beji free nsem no de biana oye minister no. Na endro na ewo se nanka endro achi na ewo se no nanka omu ye den omu sworn in because that was the third batch of Yura John Mahama ministerial appointees in almost so in. But maame no late. That was endro Friday. What you say, maame no late kakra. When Timmy drew ho, and Yura John Mahama, any team no went me answer in. That must tell you how John Mahama is seriously dealing with his people when it comes to say ombe luku, very smart and make sure say they will serve Ghanaians. And abusia ade ewom ni say Kevin Ekwobodu Taylor abe drop information bi na wa send signal bi ediaba NDC John Mahama na appointees President John Mahama na appointees was sending information media momo. Mpese mekasa abre yenko na yenkoti sansem no na yekoba edina kai na ebeto aso nsem ne de hot odi amomo ototo na waka nsem bebre yenko na yenkoti yekoba ye another set of so ayedi ba besom wo Yankopon enhira hanom Mega TV yebeso so document betum na wala ke dwumadi na wo bra dwumadi ni ekoso yemfa credit no ema Loud Silence TV Yura Kevin Taylor edina pamfo omo ena omo boy ayeso yetim enya saa information we bi na video we bi edibesom wo.
NPP will be in opposition for 32 years. Market. Someone from Nyansa Amboa me yanchire Ghana ni year. Monkwasi tribal party no, it will be in opposition for 32 years. And that is when we will consider. After 32 years, no, now you're yes, you're better MPP. Now, for a year, consider in nine. I feel yet see how you best shed your best. Say John Mahama, message John Mahama, oh move a year petrol nunco 80. You begin to defend John Mahama. Say I'm born me too. Me okay. Anna, yantam Ghana, a Japade Yama Jankroma, I'm good. Anna, yatam bibia magabi. Dabi, John Mahama only gabi. And I won't say John Mahama Bush for 50 wa baimu. As far as I mean who said I am good. John Mahama betum the diesel at 3,000 a liter. I am fine because the Bush for 50 near baimu. Oh dying. And I'm just say 9 you good Ghana. Oh, and I'm just say Jimmy. Oh, per scandal. 2,890 2,008 saying W. Besides, meant to so. Send saying 5,000. Besides the figure never bring me. Meant to so. Oh, bottom. When you na mugu TikTok, munim said the near question nye ye boni patuo. Economy na say ekufu the arrogant ba omi atwantro enkwasiade Samira Tina baby electoral commissioner den na bodo mokwasia mu hu fi gugu abrochire soso aden ye kuro mu party enti ye nyina ye nkowu ende mu nyina mu bewu ansa na ye nyina ye wu me say mo pa 2024 28 mamonto aba emphobia ho and this be winning John Mahama the Okachire Ghana for will deliver 30%, and this will be in power for 40 years, and he will deliver. And then the musrono, and then I'm more panicking, and then I'm more the difference between governing and ruling. Kwasiafo be ruling Ghana. Ni parfimi to sell Lord come to me jina ni pemka say onjai power. Brane champon kwasia we to me jina ni penim. Na himfu nyina ye din obi ankasa aden ya kwasia tribal party or power. Enti kwateboto for no de yenye din. Ye twa mo bema na mo de wo mema tintin gram mpanka anka ensemo. Motete wona nkwasiasam me nka. Hwe. Na munim heater ye de ba. Mo ana me hwe say sometimes nan say mitimi tena wa na ma hwe de call social media ne parliament ana mesre. Me when I am not that me MPP ankasa to sa Ekufuor regime way. The scandals na wo me nya wie yo ansa na Mahama ne NDC for so. Me the 4 years I finish it. Yes, scandals no me nya wie ye. Unim scandals e wo. Wo bodam. Ye wie de wo ho e de ko enim. Ya pile intimenya wa adwene say ye ko bebia o. Ya pile intimacy. Scandals na me nya wie no. E was say me exposing ni nyina and it will take me 8 years. O perfofro. Usika so woni anufuo okoto nkranwom aboa bi ba. Shege 25,000 flats. One scandal. Munja mo no mblidi. Me say I will insult. If you also like go and insult me mediatem. Yes, I have a reason for insulting and I'll always insult constructively. When some better idea about them that me di nipa tem because nipa bi wo ha amon person badwini se nipa mo dwini se moa. Enti don't think say I'm going to stop. I am going to still insult. Ko bia wo de ne ko kanya mesem. Go open your platform and go preach. Yes, start here say na mo ka kire kwasiafo. All right, now let me talk to John Mahama's new appointees. Hwe, ye be di botama mo ho ayira mo say ye jai. Ne ye jai ko di den. Ye to krom ha. Now let's go forward. The new appointees, John Mahama appointees, and I want to say this. And we had a meeting, many editorial team. We've had a meeting, and your meeting, this is what then do your conclusion, and I want to put it out there. From the day I will start 2025 official season, where now your NDC be a minimum during the campaign period or during the time we were in opposition, we were casual friends, we were professional friends. That friendship ends. I'm putting it here, I'm making it official. Why minimum NDC I'm no high friend because I like the cause of John Mahama. During the campaign, before the campaign, for the past 6-7 years. From 2025, when I start my official season, that friendship, with all due respect, me who I make a high, but that friendship ends there. It's going to be a professional friendship. It ends there. So our friendship is see. So nobody in the NDC should put anything in their head and say, oh, me Kevin Taylor didn't come up paying. Oh, Kevin Taylor, they're madam for my texting that, or you're madam for. No. Or you're madam for professionally. But when it comes to my job, Sir Adam Fono, it ends. There's a reason why my team wants me to put this out there. That friendship ends there. You saying hello to me and me replying hello will not affect my job. And I'm saying this specifically to the NDC John Mahama appointees. Mo titruno and as a message we ekobo. Now, there's something we want to put out. Advice the appointees of John Mahama. 1. Mo occupy office bia now no. The first thing you need to be doing now is to be preparing an audit to tell we Ghanaians office now this is what I came to meet. Obia with the right to have an internal audit. And Sana will be taking over that office You need to let Ghanaians know what you went there or you came there to meet. We don't want anybody to come later to tell us. Na we nye but now we no me ni hobby. Omo hwe me no omo nte office wo bi. Eya won kwa na call office and handing over notes were handed over to you. So it is your responsibility to make sure the people know what you came to inherit. I am not going to force anybody to tell the people what you went to inherit or what you have gone to inherit. It is better for you. It will be in your own interest to come out to let the people know that this CEO, this ministry, when I came over, this is what I met, and this is what I am working with. Because when we start to do our job, we don't want excuses from anybody. I'm doing this because Kevin Taylor timing. Because I'm not going to take that shit. I will make it personal. And I am nicely letting you know, say I'm out of office. Your appointee, it is equally better for you to also let the people know what you went there. Do not cover things up, because when we start to go in, we will tell the people you are the one who committed a crime. You have the opportunity to do that now. You have the opportunity to do that. Accountability is very important. In this occupy office be John Mahama say we are competent. When we say ubetuma ye juma no, na say say ko office we are. Let us know what you went there. Dia uko hu ye. Ment na ho. Emma nyoma mumfa so emma beka nkyere say you came to inherit this. This was not done, and we are not going to give you that excuse. Inti may catch them. Internal audit should be done. Secondly, every appointee should understand, say, every department, government office, whether you're a CEO, you're a minister, or whatever, there is a PR department. This thing I'm doing tonight, we will come back to this. It will be because of Kevin Okaye. Some of you appointees, you love the media. You like the flamboyance. You like to wear suits. You like to use words, English, grammar. You like to boast for people to know what could school. Or a lawyer, or a PhD. Every department you occupy, say, or a CEO, or a one, there is a PR department. They are paid to do that job. And their job is to speak to the public, to speak to the Ghanaians, what your institution, the institution you are heading, is doing. Sa rational mo sorry na obia sorry wadani PR at its own department and stop. It's a generous advice. Sa nkwasiade we na mo sua bedu this point. Mo ayama mo office bia no, use your PR department. You have people who speak for that respective institution. They are paid every month, and their job is to meet the press and to speak to the press. It is not your job, the CEO, to be meeting the press and going on radio to tell the Ghanaian on the street what you are doing. It is the job of your PR department. Wow, PR department, my PR department, and your then it means you don't need a PR department. Secondly, why you are in a rush to go on radio, go on TV every day, every 2 days to go and talk about your job and exposing yourself, we are letting you know, say, hand that job over to your PR department. They need to release a statement signed by the PR department head, authorized by you. You need to deal with PR department issue statements. Say as a institution, you the CEO, you are not the one to speak. It is the PR department that is supposed to speak. The person in charge of PR, the spokesperson, he or she, that is his job or her job. That is how you govern. That is how you are able to manage an institution. That is how leaders do it. And into your scale of preference, and into your job distribution. And intina uko edwuma bia ma obia woni role and intina yetua obia ka mo tie saade o mo pese mo betie mo problem. I know some of you definitely will think say mo de mo tebrofo muni munyansa, you are arrogant, you blow yourself up, and we will be here to make sure we blow you up totally. When you go to the Jubilee House, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye is the mouthpiece of the Jubilee House. You see how your boss himself, the president, is using the structures. When he wants to tell somebody to do something, he tells you. The last time, Okache Ghana for said, he will instruct the chief of staff to take a decision. He knows there is Ejuma also BIA. Every time there is an information coming from the Jubilee House, it comes from the PR. That is how it's supposed to be. In the Saudi, I will see ama wejuma. Now no power no be PR, one no be MD, one no be ICU. I will help you blow up. I will make sure you lose that job because you are not ready to make sure a man for also muye omejuma no, omube omejuma. Now, Maka media, too much media. Stay away from the media. The appointees, I am telling you. I know some of you appointees are still communicators of the party. When you go on radio or on TV to speak as a communicator, maybe you are a CEO of a department or an institution, but you are still the communicator of your party. When you go there, you speak as a communicator of your party, but you don't speak as in the capacity of your institution. If somebody demands information from your institution, that person needs to go to the PR department of your institution. That is how it works. Inti Adebachi near the to TV3. Ebia, we are communicator in the NDC. We are executive. You still have to play that role as a communicator for the party. When you go on TV3, you discuss what they are discussing. Anything pertaining to your department, your PR will have to release a statement. So you can tell the panel, I didn't come here to discuss my department. I came here to discuss what you have on the table. If what you have on the table includes or has my department issue in there, I will tell you that wait for my institution to release an official statement. When they insist, you are the CEO, why can't you say it? Let them know you respect the rules of your department. That is how it works. You can be a panel on a morning show as a communicator for a political party and a CEO. You can still make sure this works. Me catch remo. And sana mumubi mudi mujimi. Ama sa some of these stupid account media for na omu beiti nipa. Omu jinipa no si boni. Peace FM, Angel FM, OK FM, sa Isra FM, Kesbin FM, sa aya wood sa Nkwasia FM for ni bino. And sana mwa jimwanwe si boni. They are there. That is what the NPP is waiting. Omejuma is here, no. They want to trap you guys. Memetiano, obokeles men chumau. Because I have fought hard to get John Mahama where he is. People like myself on my platform, other Ghanaians fought so hard democratically to face to. It's a new kind of leader now. John Mahama is ready to leave a legacy here. It means see that in our history. And so why politics are check? Now say why you do fear. So we take you time now study John Mahama. The appointments he's making. The reason why I don't discuss appointments, who goes here and who goes here, say John Mahama knows who he can work with. I will not choose somebody for John Mahama to give me an excuse when he does not deliver. I will allow John Mahama to choose whoever he thinks can help him deliver. Celebrate said John Mahama to deliver. I can blame him. It is what study me. I don't get involved in appointments. I don't instruct my guys who write on my page and all that to talk about appointment and a win and we don't do that. Because we believe say John Mahama and your Abamano, you believe in your respecting intelligence in to me shading him. So what I say with the experience now who say asimesiwe sebio or eba fine sebio or any friendly sebio the one kind on number 2 juma. You have the belief to me, mano. Let him work with that person. It is not up to me to tell John Mahama, say, why now be you why now be you know. Because when I do that, then I wouldn't have the right to criticize John Mahama's government. In this what study, I don't talk about appointments, and I don't want to have anything to do with appointment. I don't care. What I'm looking out for and what I'm waiting for is the delivery. Give me the delivery. So I'm a delivery now. We are my enemy. It's me. John Mahama can choose to appoint anybody. I don't care. I don't care because I believe that he's competent enough to know who he wants to work with. I will not scream about John Mahama's appointment. No, I respect him and I respect his decision. And I know majority of Ghanaians want to Abama into or taking decision. I believe he's considering the majority of the people who gave him that power. No, I know he will not take a decision that will soil his integrity. And I say will destroy his legacy he wants to leave behind. I know whatever decision he's taking. Anytime I see an appointment come out on social media, I look at it like the same way you look at it. I'm like, okay, this is what John Mahama wants. This is what he believes he can work with. That is it. I would never sit here and talk about appointment. And John Mahama, I don't want for we. No, I don't care. It's not my business. I don't that conversation no sa common me dibi me I'm not an menya kwara in politics. So I've been doing this for years, and I've gotten to that point to know say I'm not supposed to give politicians the room to give me excuses. And to me, I don't decide for politicians. I allow politicians to make their decisions. That's what gives me that room to critically analyze or assess a political party or a government. And see, sometimes when I see some of the appointments, I watch, like they say, then we say, okay, this is what John Mahama wants. This is what he wants to work with. Let's wait. Let's support it and see. Delivery, but something happened today. You see, and some ministers were supposed to be sworn in, and one lady who was supposed to be sworn in, a friend of minister designate, gender minister designate, your friend Agnes Naa Momo. And then you bring go say John Mahama swearing in. She was late. And the information is that John Mahama refused to swear her in. Or the Jubilee House decided that so why late there is no need, because the president cannot go to the Volta region in the morning. Make sure he returns to swear ministers in. Now what you cry? Now catch him so why later. So president is total disrespect to the president and to his office. So your appointee in Mahama's government, you should take a clue from this. This shows that Mahama can fire somebody tomorrow morning after swearing the person in tomorrow afternoon. John Mahama can fire somebody tomorrow evening and not pass or swear anybody in or channel power. In the evening, John Mahama can sack that person. This should tell you something. So this lady was late to the swearing in, and then Jubilee House prevented her. So at the end of the day, so your appointee, this should tell you something about your leader. Your leader is trying to tell you, he's trying to speak to you. Respect the people. Respect the people who have given you that power. And with all due respect, I don't know what led to the lady getting there late. But at the end of the day, the president to make of water region, to make sure so I swear ministers in. So you should do everything possible to be there before the president. That's how it's supposed to be. There are no excuses here. So this wonderful lady did not get the opportunity today. Maybe tomorrow she will get the opportunity. But it sends a very good message. It sends a strong message to you, the appointees. Nobody is above sacking. Nobody is above cautioning. This is the new John Mahama you are seeing. This is the new John Mahama government you are seeing. It is not government as usual again. This is a new kind of governance. This is a governance whereby we need to respect the people, because sorry in Ghana for TV one almost share constituents share. So if you don't get there on time, about president ne drew on timer, then technically you are disrespected. No amount of excuses in these circumstances, because president is the Volta region or no create to Sayaba. This morning when the president went to the Volta region, me who say or Kasano or dinkai epa ahemfo any asofo ne chow say he is very sorry. This is the president of the republic. He does not have to apologize to anybody when he's late, because the president has a lot of things on his plate. So president and to me appear at a function earlier. The president, even on his way, because of security, he can be delayed. Yeah. The security setup can tell him that, Mr. President, the place is still not ready for you. Even though security is ready, we believe that you have to still stay indoors for another 1 hour because we are trying to put some things in order. You don't have that privilege. It is a precedent. And pay a water region the voter and sekasa opa eye ahemfo ne chew opa eye de asofo ne chew opa omo betena ho kakra ansa na oba de chew say he's sorry, he delayed a little bit. And that is how it's supposed to be done. That is how it's supposed to be done. We need to show respect. So when I was listening to John Mahama, I realized that now we have a leader who nimi nyansa. Yeah, a leader ochre in his gestures and in his utterances. Ochre na ba ni say why junior will say untumi nya de mi yedi bi and respect nipa na, then do not think it's obetuma serve or ma ban. Sometimes you don't need a leader to pull a gun or to speak stupidly and foolishly like a Kufuado and Abaumia to look like say you are strong. Your actions alone speaks a lot. And that is what John Mahama is doing. I am so bad. I feel so bad for her. I don't know what caused this. And I know, say, she has learned a lot from this. And I believe, say, it has sent the right message to every single appointee. I am praying that tomorrow, if there's going to be another ceremony, they should try and swear her in. She's a very competent lady, very respectful lady. She's very diligent in her job, and I know she can deliver. But at this point, it becomes difficult to defend when you know, say, you have to be there even maybe an hour or two before the event starts. But it's good these things happen. Because, say, Sanyama we in appointees libino and shada anyadeng and shada enhu what is at stake. Some people still think, say, this is John Mahama as usual. No. I can tell you on authority, this is not the John Mahama you know in 2012 or you knew in 2012. This is the new John Mahama who wants things to be done right. He's resetting this nation. Mr. President, and whoever is in charge of the swearing in, with all due respect, I am pleading. I don't know what caused this lady's delay, but with all due respect, I know she has learned her lessons. And Ghanaians basically know what this woman can do, her competence and all that. We are apologizing on her behalf. We beg you, Moma, another opportunity to swear in. Just swear her in and let her go do her job. But this is enough punishment. Mr. President, this is enough punishment. And I know the chief of staff and all the intelligent people around the president, the advisor to the president, Madam Valerie, the legal advisor to the president, Madam Brew, and the rest of the people in the Jubilee House. I know the secretary to the president, Mr. Mahama Callistus, and the rest of the very intelligent people around the president, the vice president. This woman, I don't know what happened, but I believe that she has learned her lessons. She should be forgiven. She should be given the nod to go serve her people. And I know she will learn a lot from this. And sometimes it will be for a reason. This had to happen for some people to know what is actually at stake. Some people to know that serious business is being done. You get what I mean? This is something we have to be looking at. So, Mr. President, Madam Naa Momo is a very wonderful woman. And I know from today, she will check those things very well. She will not underestimate the job she has been given. And she will not underestimate the people's time. And whoever is in charge, we are begging you, give her another shot. She has to be sworn in tomorrow, God willing. And I believe in this woman, she can deliver. And I know John Mahama and this government, they are a listening government, because I know that John Mahama saw something in this lady or appointee, and I know this mistake will not take her competence away from her. But at least it has sent a message that majority of people in Ghana, and especially NDC appointees, they now understand what they need to do. So, Mr. President, we are begging you. You see, I just saw this. And sometimes, there are people in Ghana we need to be very careful about. With me, what I hate, any people who speak without facts and people who expect Ghanaians to show them respect. Now, I've seen, my team just sent me this post on social media. And it's coming from Oliver. And you see, these are some of the things they do. And what they do is sometimes they just want to force themselves into the limelight. They want people to talk about them. They want to feel important. There are so many people in Ghana, I refuse to speak about them because me draw line. I give you some respect. But these are the kind of people that they are from political insects. They feel, say, always they have to come out and say something to feel relevant. Now, this is Oliver. He calls himself a lawyer. Fine. I'll give that to him. Now, so all the monies the ministerial appointees are being asked to pay to the appointment committee just to get approved, are those ones not affected by oral strange republic? No facts to this. When somebody writes same about him on social media, this guy will be screaming. He will be insulting. He will be writing theses. He will be going on radio to radio and saying people are after him because of what he believes in. But they hide behind the small name that they have, the little distraction that they have caused to try and malign people. Where are your evidence and where is your facts? And we will have these kind of creatures with us for a long time. They are not going anywhere because they have this impression that they think they know everything. They know all. They are intelligent than everyone in Ghana because they went to some country to learn something we don't even know. So they can come into Ghana and now create things because they want to feel important. These are the foolish things they have been doing for years. Where is the money? Who gave the money? Come and show us documents. Come and show us evidence. 2025, you cannot just come put things on social media and just walk away. You need to prove it. Because people's reputation are at stake here. Anytime when I'm speaking on stuff, I add facts to it. So how can you just go on social media and talk stupidly like that? Why na appointee to be endorsed? The NDC has majority on the appointee committee. The NDC has majority in parliament. This is what we talk about. Proof doing. So it makes us now start to question their credibility on things that they have said before. You see, Sir Oliver Muemuno, they quasiamuli sit on social media and want to malign people. When people hold their tail, then they start to leave their beard to grow like they are mad, to make it look like, say, they are homeless. Where is your evidence? When I also a lawyer, I call law school. When I only me call law school, me need degree. Me need PhD. Me need masters. I yedi Jimmy, your street in so. Yedi yenko school papebia. When I go kind brofo. When I a lawyer, this stupid statement you are making and spreading on social media, do you think it's going to help you? How does this help your credibility? Munjai sa Jimina modetete Ghana hono masa this time nobody is a friend again. Oh. We are going to make sure we expose you criminals. We are calling you criminals because the kind of things you say without backing it with facts, the kind of things you want to put out there to feel relevant. Yeti kroma na mobile ye humo. Baby anamo wono yenim dia mo ye yenim emfaso ye nya omoso. So you people cannot come to Ghana and pretend as if say you humo sort of human beings before. Come and give us proof. You need to be called to parliament to answer questions because every day you people want to be seen someone mu answer. San kwasi ade ne twemo. Oliver, we will not entertain it again. I am not saying say evidence I mean for evidence brand be prove you wrong. But this kind of stupid politics, it will not happen again. This kind of stupid childish statements, it is not going to happen again. Nobody is going to give you space again in Ghana. We are not going to allow this kind of fake news ambassadors. You, Oliver, and your group, you are the fake news ambassadors in Ghana. You cook the story, you go sit somewhere else, and the Parliamentary TV so now more discuss it, now must say nipa life without anything backing it. Now I think we can question your integrity. Now we can question why you people are going through what you are going through. Now freedom has come. So now freedom has come. So everyone can quasiamuli write anything. Freedom has come. John Mahama de onchini pa. John Mahama de onye kanda pa. Onye kufuado mo. On tata mo. Yademu kwa chese wasa nama yase confirm. Mo nanti wa monaba akoso. Adi ya chipena mo diabetes. Kwa na mo din kwasiasem. And the freedom aba into be a jimino ho. Today freedom has come. Into mo titigana na mu jimi mo ho. Parliament needs to call this guy to come and tell Parliament with evidence, because you see, these people are supposed to be also a scapegoat. Or we say no, a jail in 8 years. Now, no say, hey, where do you mean? And me yes, these are the kind of people you put in jail. 8 years, 6 years. Then young people sitting out there who are also thinking to act quasiamuli, they will step back and not act quasiamuli like these people. What do you get from this? Where are your evidence? Obi beka some say for one about there. The outcome may be to be proving today. The outcome in Rebino, you have not been able to prove to us political riffraffs. There be politicians use them in the name say, yeah, they are neutral. There's no neutral in Ghana. Nobody's neutral in Ghana. Deciding not to even vote is a decision. You people are the problem at your war Ghana and the freedom of Ba into be a Jimmy 2025. We are not going to make it easy for some of you fake news lawyers. 2025. We are not going to make it easy for some of you people. We will make sure the law works. I was a Parliament for Huawei because this is an indictment on Parliament. This is the higher disrespect to Parliament. And Alban Bagbin and Parliament, they need to summon this guy. He needs to come to Parliament, meet the committee, and prove to the committee that he has evidence that some appointees paid money. If he fails to do that, he needs to go to jail. He needs to be jailed. Yes. Say your mom ran and your juma. You better not chroma and unquasiafo say a say chrono. I used to respect him a lot. I didn't know that he just wanted attention. Show us, prove to us. Me tie send na adwi ochina over Facebook now be share me evidence. I will come here tomorrow and applaud you because that is how we want things to be done. But until you do that, I will make sure Parliament, they need to call this guy. They need, you see, the NDC majority, they need to start something. And it brings me to what happened in Parliament today. When the committee now almost every appointees allowed Napo to come and sit with the MPs. You see, I want to tell the committee chairman, my friend, with all due respect to you, that is not your property. We all know Afenyomakin is a fool. The MPP group sitting there, they don't have any intelligence. They are not ready to help you people vet the appointees. Napo sitting on that committee, what was he sitting there? In what capacity? You allowing Napo to come sit on that committee, he is a former MP. Do you know the number of former MPs who can be guests at that committee hearing? Do you know appointees are former MPs are ministers are? They can also come and take a chair and sit with the MPs to ask to be laughing and asking questions. Are we serious as a people? And you, the committee chairman, you are playing jokes with us. Now, would you say MPP know what this majority in Parliament are? Do you think that the MPP will allow you to bring somebody from outside to come and sit among them to say Napo is a mere Ghanaian. He has no portfolio. So why do you give Napo that room to come and sit there and fool himself? As what? As an MP? As a minister? That fool does not have any capacity. If he came as a guest to support Muntaka, he needs to sit back there. Now, for the during the campaign, and flag bearer. But today, because of John Mahama, you are here for, or whatever committee chairman, you have a position. Nobody considered you in anything. The man who was being insulted by Napo Kwasi has made sure he gave you a position to be in Parliament to be a chairman. You sit there and Napo Kwasi MPs or MP. If he came as a guest, can't he sit there? Who my appointees do more friends who are MPs who came as guests? Why didn't they come sit there? Mudia munya to me and Mudi din Kwasi asem. Sa in Yankana of China, dirty riffraffs MP before no. Oji someone munya majority and Kasan Kwasi asem na mozo so come so. Huh? And you people go on the street and fight so hard to give you power. Power no become movie in sana my bodam. You start to underestimate the power of the people. You start to disrespect the people. Do you know the anger in the system? Do you know what the people want you people to do? I don't care. I don't fucking care who Napo is. He needs to sit back there. I don't fucking care who Muntaka is. So Muntaka ni Napo a gay crown or Daboma. I don't care. So Muntaka ni Napo a cracky deals. And Omoya Munkwasi Diwo Aswasia. I don't care. Napo needs to sit where everybody sits. He's a fucking guest. He's not an MP. People work so hard to become MPs. People have worked hard to be appointed. So you don't allow this fool to come and sit amongst you. And you want us to respect you as a chairman? Why do you think Afenyomakin is disrespecting you? Because you have become so weak. You are here for. You have become so weak. Why send to now to and a question pay yourself in your market near MP before they are manipulating you. Why should Napo sit where he sat? As what? As what? In what capacity?
Yes, so Kevin the obo or the bemo gidi 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 gidi. What you say? So and 70 years say ye name him say last week and someone there cost that was exactly a year week and a year and draw. That was last week pepe and a year and draw Friday and incident BC ewo boase. Na incident na esi na eye sebi nipa enkwa ena na ede sane mu nipa nkwa ena sebi efiri ne nsa enti ye magana ina kan butu ya boase man asante man ni na ye Anglo Good Ashanti omo sojesa omo hwe omo asase so ena omo ye den mutimi sane tuo ede gu ye galamse minus binuma omo na anasi galamse illegal minus binuma no more twice obeding omo betimi asnechi in no motimi akwakodi akwako ye bibi kakra Anglo Good for ma asase so na asani beto odwa in fact nipa ba akwa na omo ebo ni dimpa yewra Captain General, what I say, the morning show commander general ono na no mubo ni dimpa ni na ni say 2023 video bi oyeye ewo ni program so ka kire youth obo ase so mu na ngi boom no munko wura yes a concession honom no musu NDDB because am say Anglo Good Ashanti I release sa asase no but MPP for binuma omo ye greedy omo na omo ye den agi aboso omo mpese boys ni bedidi abusunya san nsem we na nkofo gina so na omo di twa Captain Kwadwo Smart wo bra asemi esiye omo twa ne left and right ekire ne sebi abusebi nya do kasa hweye na captain nankasa ba abontin beyi ne ho ano ekire mse sa video no that was 2023 enye ne kura na Kevin Ekwoboru Taylor I express some kind of view bi ewo ho na okiremu a agenda bi NMPP for no more pe kwan dia fa so ai chese aye Captain Smart bi because Captain Smart yewra President John Dramani Mahama the president awonye nyina no fa kese na every Captain Kwadwo Smart is on the morning show the revelation chese adwuma so na oye edima Ghana any MPP aban na oteti omoto ewo niema bi ho expose omo basabasa no ono ena Ghana for so bibiri adwensesan ya mkoto abana edima NDC na we na yewra Kevin Taylor kase sa we no munya na opportunity omo pekwan dia aye Captain Kwadwo Smart atwetwa bi abono ono de defend Captain Smart na mmom MPP plan omo plan ya omo pese omo di ye Captain Smart bibi ai ni ema sa nsem no ebeto dwama nkofo edidi na tema na yenko na yenkotie Kevin Ekwoboru Taylor hodom so se di usi kan nsem no esifaye beso so document betum na wala like dwumadi na wahye na foforo nyi biahwe sansa hanom ene yewa number 1 authentic channel di bia no yesave mu with hot news what yes intimesro bomodina na subscribe fa comment tum like dwumadi ni share na foforo enye bihwe yenkotie nsem no fa mrefa credit no ma loud silence tv omo no mo boya sanse wu so mega minya e de beso we koba naka ina ebes so your platform we eso
Muntaka issue there, I'll take care of it at the right time. Now, last week, Asemi si Ghana and me obuasi ni akora minyini obuasi. I know every corner in Obuasi. Into sometimes now I call myself say, yes, Mr. S, get it for me. Into I know myself say, you're from me from Galamsey boy, because I grew up in Obuasi and I'm not shy. I'm very happy to grow up in Obuasi. It's part of the reason why I unhume say me near ding. And you don't just see Obuasi near Kora and say near bre. Obi on Obuasi near Dilibia nim so Obuasi near Kora ni na form ni nyamresa. It does not matter the home you come from. Ohieni bo sikeni bo Obuasi near Kora is not timid and not any normal. Oya Obuasi near Kora now you're timid as wabodam yentiasie. Yene obuase krampo ye benya problem. And I'm very proud to say me nyina obuase. My basic education me nyina obuase. Inti I've also always said say me the obuase there. If I have to speak for obuase, I'll do it. And if I have to criticize obuase, anytime any opportunity be me yeah. And when you me to be the mabuase for. Yes, because omudi nkwasi asem a me catch ro omudi nkwasi asem. Enye because me free obuase me na for obuase and I say me nim ni pe bi obuase nti se obuase for jimi a I should not talk about it. I will talk about it. Now, me be say me twa adwene ko bibi so. Last week, all over social media and on radio, traditional radio, TV, there was one topic that was going around in Ghana. And that topic was that Yekum eye nipa 7 ewo boase. So we study my platforms, enemy team. We decided to stay away from that conversation. We wanted to hear other opinions. We wanted to know, let's say, amount for making legitimate claims about the incidents they see obuase ye bo nipa enson etuo obuase. Now, the question is, science sabamu se kosuni nyina no, omo ano mo kasa ni nyina no. My question to them is say, where are they now? Does the conversation end there? Because you could see say, omo ano mo TikTok, omo radio so, TV so, na omo ye dede nyina omo directing obuase, eye the killing of 7 people no. They were all directing it to Captain Smart. The question is, were they seeking justice for the people of Mokumo Boasi? And I say, it was out of pain. Say, and I want to say that I'm not holding brief for Captain Smart. Matinami show so I've told him my peace of mind so many times. I'm not going to use my platform to defend anybody. But my issue here is, sa assembly si Boasi no. Mwana mo kasa na muye dede no. Was it about seeking justice for the people who were killed or murdered, or it was because some of you people thought to say it was the right opportunity to go after Captain Smart? Because for some reason, as someone ankasa is seeing na ya boni pansun tuo no against their will no. Ya Ghana military ekuomo close range no. As someone ankasa no, it looks like say majority of people who started this conversation and blaming Captain Smart say some utterances that he made and it causes our problem no. The lives of the people nankasana ehia no, the justice we are seeking for the people no, they don't care about it again. It looked like say it was an agenda to nail Captain Smart because of a mistake he made. I would say a mistake because none of the people who were sitting on TV from who journalists for any so-called Ananta bloggers near the Adeno. Obian to me can't say on social media encore against the ethics of social media no journalists and I say radio no artisanal. The journalists who were criticizing Captain Smart, criticizing everything no. Nobody can tell me say the ethics of the ejuma ye no sa ejuma we no obia embu ethics no so da. And it's Obibu ethics also 5 years ago. When something happens today, we need to go bring that 5 years one to judge the person today. I understand it's fine. And we have to do that because we need to check the system. And Captain Smart, some mistake no, you know, he needs to be spoken to. It's a fact. He needs to be corrected. People need to let him know that your job, no, you are not even supposed to do this. I get it. But the question here is, those people who were making so much noise, you know, was it about the people who were killed, seeking justice for them, or it was about some kind of agenda or a pain against Captain Smart? Because it is looking like, say, majority of the people who were speaking and bringing Captain Smart into that matter, they sound like they are pained. They are pained because Captain Smart here Juma too much my NDC about power. It is a Captain Smart there. Let's nail him. I'm asking you, was all those commentaries for justice to prevail or a personal vendetta or agenda against Captain Smart's career? I will not sit on my platform and defend Captain Smart for his actions. I'm not going to do it. But I'm also asking the motive behind some of the people who were sitting on radio, the so-called from journalists in and out of one say was the main thing about the seeking justice for the people, or it was about trying to get at Captain Smart because Makume Muno yes MPP lose elections, and we know for a fact that Captain Smart, the journalism work, he played some role for the NDC to win elections. It's a fact. I won't take it away from him. Inti esa attacks na yawa amudi lose election na amudi can some na say looking at asamono clearly and making sure say you didn't know kura atu baby I was said that because me ya say your body pan soon too na the pan soon na ya bo mutuo ya yesi omono. Nobody is making that a priority. Rather, everybody thinks say, or some people think say, when they go after a journalist, that will solve the problem. Mibusau, where did that conversation go? And I did Captain Smart at we are not soldier for no boss out to no or some form who Diana, because we are talking about military men who are supposed to know, who are supposed to act right under pressure. We are talking about military men who should know what to do at what time. This is not the first time Nipebi ako kantan every ako AG for territory mu. This is not the first time. Mimi nyini boase. I've seen this over 1,000 times. Till date, sa nipan so aye bo mutuo Ghana military for bo mutuo no. We have not heard the Ghana military say oboasini akwala ana small scale miner bi ebo soja ni bi tuo. So we are asking, what at all did these guys do for the soldiers to waste 7 lives? What did they do? Why is that not our priority? Other than we are not seeking answers, why are we not seeking justice for these people? But it looked like, say, majority of the people are not radio, social media, LDD Captain Smart. The whole thing was the pain almost suffers still from the defeat of the NPP. And that is what I am seeing. That is what I am seeing. We need to be asking questions. Who gave the instructions for these military men to open fire on innocent Ghanaians? I say innocent because they were not yielding guns. These were Ghanaians who did not fire to kill a military officer. You and I, we have not been trained to be able to stand pressure. We have not been trained to know, say, we have not been trained to know, say, this danger needs to be dealt with this way. The Ghana military men, they have been trained. Now the question here is, small scale miner bang and a key to a bo soja ni tua, and what's a soja ni a bie a yedi a tuo a guniso. Yet I want to hear my soja ni bian can't just ya bo soja ni bia tuo. Into the question is, why the massa or dano? Why in a year call? Because from what I know, from a year witnesses who were there, the military men who came, they actually made a call. And when they made the call, that was when they started firing. We are talking about people who are before you not less than a mile. People who are about 200 meters away from you. If even they are holding machete, and I said they are holding knives, you are a military officer. It's the end of the sojani actually abo nipa 7 to pay. Abra sojani to me can't say nipa no mujina no baku to bo sojani bi ema sojani bi 9 eto kan 9. Why are we not asking those questions? And you see, my member video been trouble. There was a young man who was there, and Mameka been trouble. Soldier for no boat no. They are the same military officers. Time and I to abano. Omo yes, omo be police station bi oboasia. The oboasi young men stop you omo na. Omo yes, omo babu omo no. They are the same military officers omo boss to these men. Sanko for we.
Video. Do the video. Show the video. Show the video. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We are going to bed. Pay the consequences. I'm being amazing. Get back. You are not going anywhere. You are not going to the police station. You are not going to the police station. You are not going to the police station. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hey! Move video.
These are the same military officers. Soldier 4 in election 2024 yeah, Obuasi East. These are the same military officers on Obuasi. The question is, why are military officers guarding private property? Anglo Gold Ashanti as a company, don't they have their own security? Why are the military there? These military men there, they are guarding Galamsey site and guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti sites. Why are military officers guarding private properties? Is that their job? Time and Amisa, Anglo Gold Ashanti had their own security. AGC security, no much green. So why is this at this point? Anglo Gold Ashanti, a big company like Anglo Gold Ashanti, they don't even have a security. Why should the military be guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti sites? Why? And why is the CEO, the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, why is he quiet on this matter? Because he was part of the people who gave the instructions for these men to be shot. Why hasn't he resigned? Argentina, the guy is still at post. Why are we not questioning these people who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? We want answers. We want to seek justice. We want the people why the commander that night who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? Military officer Ben Yebo, the people who went to the site. Why is the AGA boss, the MD, still at post? Why are we allowing this nonsense to happen in Ghana? And we sit in Ghana, nobody wants to talk about the most important thing, because the agenda is that Captain Smart Aye campaign, Abwa, Emma NDC about power, because that MPP need Jimmy Yan destroy Captain Smart. I'm not holding brief for him. If he has made the mistake, it's his own problem. But the issue here is you going after Captain Smart worth more than the lives that we lost in Obuasi. Captain Smart now going at Tebono. And people need to account. People need to give us answers. It is a Opati Luzi. Say, oh, yaw. Say, Captain Smart, I need you maybe, and I'll quit your party now. Now, so Obi, actually, I'm Meda Ghana for 7. You have to make it an agenda. Say, dear, in two better terms, says, our boys now on social media. Girls are on the radio, soon social media, Ekasano. Say, come mame, and now papa can omo your bobu to no and come back Jaisa, omo unasa waka Captain Smart asem. No. Their focus will be on the military officer who pulled the trigger. Their focus will be on the AGA MD who oversaw the killing or murdering of these Ghanaians, because AGA na erente sa military for we. So the MD should take responsibility for these killings. This is not just this is pure murder. Now, would you say what anka MD of AG and out position? No. Who hired the military? Who hired those military men? Is the AGA MD. So why is he still in office? Why are we not saying that guy should step down? Why are we not protesting? Why are we not making sure the people who rather killed are being questioned? And then I change the conversation, no? Because a yaw will be muyem. Because some people are still paying this MPP free power. Because some people feel say journalists phobia ekasaye etia bone inti ende de yenya omo yanti omuti uti omuti nipa nso na eku omo no omo nya nipa. That is my problem in this whole thing. Inti abaye no, I didn't say anything. I was just listening. And you get some people speaking a lot. And I was watching them. Some of them, 90% are ignorant. They are speaking because obisa me fribuase, obisa me asantini, obisa ye the MPP4. The issue is, were you going to leave that one to go and say Captain Smart can summon Mbrebi? You are going to be asking questions. You'll be even asking for compensation. Mo fribuase na bujina TV so. And the social media for no knowledge, you know. So when you are no, and I'm mana ma wo good them nanka, omugu on and kebo ba kutua, and kawabe jina say in same you'll be kind of 3 months, you will be asking questions. Other than sojanino, a boss at no. Now uniani kutatuo, uniani kusojani. Let's stop this foolishness. We want answers. The Anglo-God Ashanti MD is responsible for this murder. The soldiers who went there to kill them were instructed by somebody to shoot. People are supposed to give us answers. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, Mr. S, get me the guy's picture. We cannot make this go just like that. We cannot just sit there and say, oh, you're attacking Captain Smart into problem. We can't do that. We are going to make sure the right thing is done. And if the AGAMD is going to be fired because Anglo-God Ashanti is a private company, they cannot come to Ghana and murder 7 people and walk. We will let the international community know that Anglo-God Ashanti murdered 7 people. Yes, because it's a company that is supposed to have its own security. I don't even know why the Ghana military is guarding a private facility. Why is Anglo-God Ashanti hiring military to guard their facility? They have the right to put together their own private security. Why are they doing that? Somebody should give us answers. I want to put the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, his picture on the screen. Now, we are going to officially make sure that the MD of Anglo-God, who was part of this, yes, because the military officers are the question is, why they hire them? Were they working for free? Somebody hired them. Somebody was paying them. So when that person commits a crime, you, the person who hired them, is supposed to answer. Mr. S, get me the picture. I think we have it somewhere. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti. We had the picture somewhere. I think the last time we were speaking, it came up. I have the picture. Mr. S, I have the picture. This man should be held accountable. And I'm so surprised to say, I say, Obian Peso Beka. I say, everybody is quiet. Near Tiha, and there were some people of Water River Authority. Omuko Bie Insio, Ewa Akosumbo, and the far Ghana for. We were blaming those people who did that job. Why are we not blaming the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti? Why is this guy still at post? Why is this guy still there? We not making him understand to say, you cannot lead the private company to murder Ghanaians. Let me tell you, when somebody encroaches on your property, in Ghana ranch, they say you have to shoot to kill. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Encroaching people's property is a crime. Now the question here is, Sir Crime Committee, did it deserve them being murdered? These people were murdered. Sir Crime now, committee, did it deserve military officers opening live guns on them? That is the question we're asking. Unless the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti gave direct instructions to the military that when somebody crosses our territory, shoot to kill, then we will question him. Somebody needs to tell us something. Are we Are we echoing? But are we echoing? That is the thing. So we need to start asking the relevant questions. Who is taking responsibility for these murders? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, he needs to step away. He needs to step away. Watch this video. This is one gentleman who was there when the issue happened.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, brother, kuna soja for shoot no. Oni jina ono. Na me aboa you're treating fine. On the bullet in the kana. Oni jina ono. Nti nenu mu nsem kakra na ono ankasa eyewitness. Brother, I didn't see you now. Who can I didn't see you? Eba ne saying.
Kono se ti kanta no so after say bet eti kanta no kura no enye se e bi fisu o musia na se sikan na di ko e any kata na cylinder eja editwa e kanta enti etwa kanta no wie etwa kanta no wie na ye de ye boy surrender eni empinyimfo ni na that force empinyimfo ni ye boy kotoje na ka kire o mu se ko mo achewa mo fonche it's Bonia is no company try by Omufante, the pay median. It's a Jinawana, Omukrano Mupaya Chose, and Yabutre by Omucommandano, our only disagango, and no conchen or no queer call. Call me the sofa the minimity or kind and nimity a woman. It's Jinawana who say, I say, Ada gang eba. Ada gang eba ne car too. Enti de beti an say omo beduru on na yanti bia bi me no an say omo start shoot enu ma me kura me ofa na me gina ne nche say na ono ka say me gina yi o ka kire me wa so mo say me gina yi say ade ke o karfe ya kama ni e de hausa ni so o ka say ade ke o karfe ya kama na o kire say gina yi dade atimi enti dade na atimi no etuo na aka no and me die misumi dani na ampa na me say tu eni tu na bo me na e be pa me anu si enye se bia ye na ye du mu say ye ne omu kokko ana say ye ne omu koye yi gidigidi bia after say sa ye take kanta no say boko tuji si ene po mo achewa say esro mo a ye de boni a eni say ye
Pacho, Udili say,
a friend of the Razak Ibrahim.
Inti Ebasanum, more hospital, paying Ben about Munching.
Oh, paying for the bowl, paying for the bowl.
This is what happened. H.E a lot of land Boise. Land to be a fence a found. In Kanta na wakana to say mesh. And I'm so muchaye. And H.E knows this is not new. And I'm not here supporting illegality. But as the last result, and then they say also Mukunipa ana. Also Mukunipa 7. That's the question. They could have arrested them. They are military officers. They have been trained to do that. DNA ma junior say also Mukuomo. And then the question no. Inti Ghana na yetino right now what say assembly sina military choir the only option they have is to kill. Somebody needs to answer questions. And this AGA MD, he needs to answer questions. And I'll be happy. Dr. Solomon Owusu, he knows more about mining. Dr. Solomon Owusu, me am down for Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. You know a lot about mining. Why haven't you spoken about the killings in Obuasi? Dr. Solomon Owusu, mining engineer Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. Why have you refused to speak? Because I know you are very vocal. And I respect you for that. You speak on illegal mining, activities that hampers or goes against the environment. You speak against illegal small scale. You are very vocal. You have been very vocal. This particular incident, why have you refused to speak on this incident? Is it because this guy was your classmate and is your friend? Or there are other things, that's why you have decided not to speak on this matter? I want you to go on radio. I want you to go on TV. Speak on this matter. You have learned engineering more than I have learned. I don't even know anything about it. And I know when you learn about mining, you learn about security too. So you know how to protect mine, how it should be done. Why have you refused to speak on this? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. I am praying that this incident NCBM, but to prevent this incident from happening, the people who caused that problem, these military officers or say publisher anymore TV, so they need to be sacked and they need to face jail time. They have murdered Ghanaians. I make you been true. ABI Wajuni will say, as some see and one on a court, there's pain. I'm telling you, every military officer in Obuasi, life is at stake. They are legitimate police officers. Their life, life, is at stake. People are pained. You cannot open fire and kill 7 people and think, say, people will not react. And I don't want it to get to that level. It's something that I wish never happens. But if we decide not to take actions, then we are allowing people with such pain in their heart, to take some decisions. We cannot make it look like a normal day and walk away. No, somebody needs to take responsibility. A man for money, a bomb to a kuomu. Obi and my instructions, something needs to be done. Inti yang punish obia, yang you obiedi, yang jailu obia. So the next day, they'll go do the same thing again. I'm not going to be on my platform to defend any criminal act. I will never do it. But in Ghana, minim say, so ya Ghana ni na so obi bokro no kra na wan twetwa mbo obi tuwa. So bo obi tuwa kwa yan twetwa mbo ni tuwo. We know that is how the law etie ewo Ghana. Inti edien pa na nkofo we ye ya. Soja for who say etuo e be ku omo nkwa ne the only option for them. Crime is bad. You are not supposed to encroach people's property. But we also, as humans, we cannot stop people from their actions. That does not mean that when people fault, we should, at the end of the day, go against the law. No. And that jail. And I will never say Obi encroach and uncle we are Anglo Gold Ashanti Gold. I will never advise anybody to do that. But the military officers there, that is not how they are supposed to handle the issue. So we need justice in here. The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. Or we need to hear something from Anglo Gold Ashanti. Because till now, they have said nothing. The only thing that they said is that, the AGS school, AGS schools are close now. We don't need that. This guy needs to take responsibility. No, I don't care whether he was there or not. Somebody needs to take responsibility. This guy murdered those 7 gentlemen. He did. We are yet to hear that a military officer was murdered by these people they killed. Inti Anglo Gold Ashanti, this is a fight between my platform and your company. If nothing is done, we will make sure the world gets to know that Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine, Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine is not worth investing with. We will make the world know that your leaders in Obuasi leading the mine are murderers. You people just go to Obuasi, you build one toilet, you build one water, and then you murder the people for their money. We are not going to allow that. And I will not sit here and justify anybody trying to steal from Anglo Gold Ashanti. There are right channels to use to arrest people and make sure they face the full rigors of the law. That is why there are laws governing this country. That is why when somebody goes against the law, we have to arrest them and send them to court to be jailed. You have the right to do that. Anglo Gold Ashanti mine from tomorrow, when I come, we need answers. Or else this gentleman's picture will be on my show every day and the world will get to know he led the murdering of 7 young people in Obuasi. He led the murdering.
So it is obvious say Kevin Ekwobodu Taylor, in fact, penance me also penance because we Obia me I've been following him for a while, and matena say ati ni bi ahwe ni bi. Just the fact say, and I say the fact that say run idiatem, so ye panino ya bofra ye abasiriwa ye hwan and no the attempt ne or the bemma. But sometimes normally no, so ye atem free Oshe how we see presenting a nema and how would we kasam. It tells you say he is a genuine person who wants Ghana to be flourish. He is kind of person or person minor economy. On pese se bi dwunti bia beba betena mo awie so wadi sika no. Nti ne kasa yem de bia no kasa o se already even if you are NDC John the Mani Mahama into we video ne di kan ko first na Appointees no how or signal mo say ade bia ewo ministry o mo de wako asebi wonim say ade we ebe ha me daachi no, do a forensic audit, come out with an audit, come out with an statement magana for yenhu sampa we na ekoso no wako inherit na nkoye se embre bi na se Ghana for ye twawa kwakoka se o me kra be ba me beto se na nkofo na employ nipa nipa amukani say dodo say. But meanwhile no honum no yebeka bibi say you go explain tire because honum na Ghana for atoya so say wo e da wo manage that ministry no. Every single information bia no about bontia under your control. Enti Kevin Ekwobodu Taylor na device na odima NDC appointees no Mahama ebebo mo papa say omo be fa nko ade ebebo mo because ade a ebema yehu the dia anase eniema kura akufo ado aban eni na appointees no omo aye no ministry ho so omo aye ade papa ibe hu so omo aye ade boni ombe hu so omo agya ade papa ho no ibe hu ade bia akoso ewo any of the ministries no ibe hu. Nti nsema Kevin kai se bia buru se bia nyado owura no menene eye adwi 100% because ensem no edida na akwamu. Nti back to captain there no uto kodua no wayi nimrika captain you be a sebi ne ho etro you be on so eti se Kevin ya didi atem but every single information a captain the baba bonti no he has a backup and I say he has an evidence to that because captain you be on kufo ananti for a decade kufo ex-president kufo papa oni na nanti me na nakrempo oni na nanti oka ho bi ene kufo bedi 2000 from 2000 to 2008 oka ho bi odim tintiman kufado oka ho bi ene kufado be flag bearer in 2008 eba ya bedi enkunim in 2016. It is a captain ko just smart it be ba bontin na oka nsem bia yemi say ho se unya information no wan and again tia akufado aban we ochichi na eduru ba bi na wajana life man because oyehwe nyiye because he knows say the guy he is playing with, you know, he has more facts and he has more what evidence to back up his what argument. Enti sanko fona na mudi na temni na no. Tell me they make say a agenda bi ke captain no ena na mo peni di na tem ena sebi asina akwedin krafo tam akoto jam eno de ye be yo te se tosa. Nti mo kan won se obie mu na no but enkofo no mo fa hwere mo nkwande their lives should be in vain. The loss of their lives no it should be in vain. But captain na enkofo na target na MPP 43 epeni di na tem because obi feel say captain so that pa ni show you know near TV ni nje ho adenya or the taw guru kon but so taw die ni bonye de obi betimi akuyisu bi. You see, it's about the time a Ghana niema ekoso no we need harsh people like captain nom Kevin nom no mo ba bonti the information betudwa no mo exposing crofo We need so any violence people in a money sweat. Our more any violent, no, they will come out with a tangible evidence and back up their argument. And not in a Ghana for see here because the politicians they are all turning into a criminal or criminals. They are turning to criminals and criminality is 90 say be before 2 and I see no. They are always using their minds on the people. They are always using their pen. Always say zero back one enemy or they beat wagon. So these are the people Ghana for was a mini daho na ye den. Enti obi te say Captain Kwadwo we are Ghana nyanke di kwansa we de obufuno because this man has fought a good fight before GM becomes the president or became the president. He has fought a good fight. Imagine some people before we eno mudiswa enka esre krakeke enka diomo de beye wo krom ha no enka every Ghanaian ka by na wo bia almost ko bia so because the plans were to what mafia Ghanaians after 2024 election. And Yankopuma only team no and a single foe, the more plans are come and Messia Guanimase or Monimase. What you say? And MPP for Etifia and in Guasia Poto Akomwe. And the captain was the point or he was the target that everyone was what? Everyone wanted to bash him. But the raw case in the issue in the house so Bianca was in Kofoi, Sebi, Sebian, no more could see in Kofoi. But case in the honor. So you're for the honor. Tiadona, you are a Kevin Ekan. Uncle this age man, they must face the law because you can't just raise a gun or you can't just shoot and kill just like that. And the Zenka, so you're for Yanka and Yanka never sound Kurumbo. Ufitinya no shoot no kunipa. Sani echiro. So me have said it long time. Say all these people they are criminals in what in uniform. They must be jailed. And in the first place, I didn't hear a private organization, na Ghana, ye security person, and no guide you. I mean, you see, there are so many questions, sir. I was in Nipa Ibisa, but because of the captain and he captain near Dominisa and Otsun Takrachi, and Ubia the Nigerian concern will be din attend will be a bony video, forgetting say Nipa. I was see Bisa, Sebi Busibinya do Ubi Woku Kudipakra, China Yunkunu at once. Even Yunkunukra, there is no lower HS, I was see Yukunu. We are in the democratic era. They give that person chance to what? To go for a lawyer to speak to or to speak on his behalf. And how much more so be in the abrecomding or cooped unity that was saying surrender. No, to a bono. You see, it is very sad. But Ghana for young pedocrintin, any good Captain Kwadwo so and I the treacherous than Abasa. Meanwhile, I know no and ask them or a target because they can ask them keke. You see, it's about a time when we have to be matured as a Ghanaian. I will see who's a politicians, and you see a check. I will see who's a Sebi Busibinyado, the you know, I will see my dream by hustle. We have to use our skull, our brains. Until every 4 years, politicians will be deceiving us. It's a yummy they send the Kevin about Appointee, or best send the message, a diama, a yes, uncle for and appointees, you know, they shouldn't joke because we also team you there, we also on your appointment, we also I say now would be yen some form, massa, yamo ninka, and then Kabe resign. So the now more issue, no, it is exactly how John Mahama is going to do with the any appointment any of his appointees. The Dumashaw that went to me immediately now come out and resign, or what you face the law, or he sacks you, or he fires you. That is the new order. Course what you see. John the money Mahama didn't say you wish we say you money to obey what you see. Say you money dear obey and mummy in a mum pie near Fabo Urana. na onso Ghana na Ghana nso yetim enko ye limbo atase yakopon e hire obibia ma mefa wo si make sure so subscribe to your channel na like video de na share na foforo nye biahwe ahanum your number one authentic platform Mega TV. We are serving you with the best of news ever. What is news no buyer hanum na binya na kane ti mesro so document betum na like everybody amame na share na foforo nye biahwe subscribe for latest update me wa meche ba for the United States of America mam yakopon yo kese Oshida papa New York, Mamma be a UK. Sounds no, be Mega TV. I salute you. Nakupon H.E. Bye bye.